What's going on, guys? In this video I want to explain exactly what I've been up to lately. When I first got this U into Precision, I said let's go shoot a mile. I'm going to develop a load as fast as I can and go shoot a mile. So I grabbed some 140 grain ELDs. I went out there and shot. They didn't shoot all that awesome. I didn't shoot all that awesome. There were things that I needed to do different. One of the things I did different was I picked up 147 grain ELDs. Higher ballistic coefficient, they're going to cut through the wind a little bit better. And what ended up happening is I had found more H4350 than when I had the 140s. So I switched over to H4350. Gave me tighter, consistent velocities, which probably led to my hit at a mile. So, I haven't messed with that load since I've hit in a mile. It's been my good go-to load. It always shoots well, nothing wrong with it. And then I decided, let's try and come up with an ultimately accurate round with some Barnes 140 grain bullets. I'm still working on that. That's still in the works. But meanwhile, I went out and shot my Barnes bullets. But to warm up that day, I shot this. This little guy right here. 147 grain, and it's like 0.38 MOA. 3 shots, 1 hole, warming up, shooting prone. Shot really awesome. So that led me to think, why don't I do all the same preparation that I'm doing with the Barnes bullets, instead load up Hornady 147 grain bullets as well. So I weight sorted some cases, I weight sorted some bullets themselves, and then I expanded the necks out with the expanding mandrel, giving me about 1/1000th of neck tension. I haven't messed with overall length yet. I may or may not, depending on how the results go. So I loaded them up very meticulously, did weight sorting, all that fun stuff. And then I went and shot groups with some H4350. Let's take a look at what my results were after doing all the different brass prep with the 147 grain ELDs. So my original thoughts were to just load up the 147s with the exact powder charge, just go through and do weight sorting of brass and bullets and see if it made any difference. Instead, I decided to do just slight variations of powder charge. I'm going to go 2/10 below where I was, hit my mark at 40 grains, which is what I shoot, and then 2/10 above. So 39.8, 40, and 40.2. Let's take a look at the groups. So here's some unsorted bullets and brass. Just grab bullets out of the box, grab brass out of the box, and I shot a 3-shot group with brand new Atlas Development Group brass. Velocity was 2675 and an SD of 6.7. Great stuff. I really like this round. This was before I went out in the desert and shot the Barnes bullets. First group of the day, 3 shots, 0.38 MOA. Velocity was 2692 with a standard deviation of 10.7. Picked up a little bit of speed, likely just from the temperature. Okay, here's the weight sorted brass and bullets. This is the 39.8 grains of H4350. Our velocity was 2670 with a standard deviation of 7.9. Pretty much right on par with what I was shooting before. Nothing all that outstanding. Granted, this was shot from a bench sitting up, and my previous groups were shot prone laying down. Here's 40 grains from the bench, and honestly a little bit disappointing. This is weight sorted brass and bullets, velocity of 2679 with the standard deviation of 5. So the standard deviation has come down just a touch with a spread of 12, but once you start getting lower, it's pretty hard to improve that every single time. So good standard deviation, same velocity. Group didn't shoot that good. I don't know exactly what was up. Maybe my rest was off a little bit, but just didn't like the 40. But I know that this 40 grain shoots well, so I'm not too worried about it. But let's take a look at what happened with 40.2. So with 40.2 grains of H4350, everything just came together. I've got a 4-shot group, nice and tight, a spread of 8 feet per second, 2685 feet per second, which is a slight increase over what I had before, with a standard deviation of 3.9 across 4 shots. wow, this stuff shoots awesome. It's got excellent standard deviations. I've never shot anything with that low of a standard deviation before. 6.5 Creedmoor, 147 grain ELD, 40.2 grains of H4350, Atlas Development Group brass, Federal Premium large rifle match primers, and that's what went into this load. A little bit of work, neck expanding mandrel, stuff like that, but it definitely paid off. I want to go see how this shoots when I lay down prone. If I can continue to get standard deviations like that, this is going to be a candidate for some extreme long-range shooting, and I'm really excited to go try some of that. So, that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for your time. I really appreciate it. We'll talk to you guys in the next video.